The offence of criminal contempt for scandalizing the authority of the court under Section 2CI of the Contempt of Courts Act does not restrict freedom of speech. The central government has said in its statement of objections filed before the Karnataka High Court. The said statement is filed in response to a writ petition filed by journalist Krishna Prasad and N. Ram, former Union Minister Arun Shauri, and advocate Prashant Bhushan, challenging the constitutional validity of the offence of criminal contempt on the ground of scandalizing the authority of court. The affidavit also states that the reasonable restrictions imposed under Article 19, Clause 2 cannot be cast in stone or fitted into rigid molds. They are flexible and turns on the facts and circumstances of each case. The words scandalize or tends to scandalize, lower or tends to lower the authority of any court cannot be examined in isolation. Section 2 CI defines criminal contempt as publication or doing of any act that scandalizes or tends to scandalize or lowers or tends to lower the authority of any court. The petitioners have challenged the provision on the ground that it violates Article 19 and 14 of the Constitution as incurably vague and manifestly arbitrary. A statement of objection further states that the independence of judiciary is an important constituent of a democracy. When the criticism has the tendency of lowering down the authority of the judge and even obstructing administration of justice, the court has the power to punish any such act which tends to demean the value of judiciary under the Contempt of Courts Act 1971. The independence of the judiciary is an important constituent of a democracy. When the criticism has the tendency of lowering down the authority of the judge and even obstruct the administration of justice, the court has the power to punish any such act which tends to demean the value of judiciary under the Contempt of Courts Act 1971. While it is to be noted that all citizens of India are guaranteed the right to freedom of speech and expression, contempt of court is indeed one of the reasonable restrictions that can act as a rider on this right. The central government said in its affidavit that the government has also said that it is not possible for the legislature to foresee in advance all possible acts or omission that would constitute criminal contempt, and the acts or omission constituting the criminal contempt has to be understood in the light of facts of each case. The centered ups the petitioner's argument that the offence of scandalizing the court is rooted in colonial assumptions as a figment of imagination. Further, it is submitted that the freedom of speech and expression will always prevail except where contempt is manifest, mischievous, or substantial. The centre also opposed the argument of the petitioners that the scheme of the act is vague. The scheme of the Contempt of Courts Act defines both civil and criminal contempt. At the same time, Section 329 protects innocent publication, fair and accurate reporting of judicial proceedings, fair criticism of judicial act. It cannot be said that the provision suffers incurably from vagueness and arbitrariness, the affidavit said. So, criminal contempt, a reasonable restriction on free speech. Centre defends Section 2CI of Contempt of Courts Act before Karnataka High Court. So, that's all for now. Thank you.